So the last 4 months have been pretty scary for the live events industry, and I wanted to share a few thoughts and observations and part of the journey that we've had at PYTCH, because I'm hoping that will help other people to give them courage and a positive vision for the future. So our industry has essentially been outlawed. You know, cut the crap on that front. We've basically made our industry's been made pretty much illegal. We can't do what we do. So for a lot of people, that's been scary because all their assets and all their skills have become redundant, worthless, and our clients haven't been able to work with us even if they want to. So what I want to share with you guys is what the opportunities are here and the things I personally think we should all be doing. So the first thing is, if you're in my generation of events people, you might have found throughout your career, you've always felt there's been this older crowd of people who have maybe sort of owned the positions, had the big contracts, and it's been really hard for us younger people to punch our way through and get the work that we know that we can do. On that front, I think there's going to be a shift in the industry. I think a lot of the older companies that might be a bit slower now, not as snappy, not as on it with the way we communicate, I think they're going to fade a bit. And I think that's going to create space for the next generation of producers and company owners and technicians like myself to come through and really take a bigger voice in the industry and create some massive change. In terms of actions, now more than ever, we need to broaden our skills. Now, this is a bit of a rant and almost a criticism of the way this industry's been, but I feel that this industry has always been very demarcated. The sound guy won't touch light, the rigging guy won't touch the sound, whatever. Right now, more than ever, we have to broaden our skill bases, learn a bit about everything. And I know what people are thinking right now. They're thinking, oh, that makes you a jack of all trades. You can't do more than one thing well. No one says you have to be perfect at everything. And just because you're doing a bit of rigging doesn't mean you have to be top tier rigging designer, NRC qualified. You can just be aware of the principles. So what I'm saying on that front is learn a bit about everything right now. And you might find, and you will find, that when you merge those skills, you get better at everything. You might also find that one aspect of the industry, maybe sound, reduces in how much demand there is. You might find that you've got a new career in lighting. If you're a sound guy, there was probably a day when you didn't know much about sound. Cast yourself back to being 15, 16-year-old. Were you a top-tier sound engineer? I'm guessing not. So maybe now you're like that 15, 16-year-old, but you're a lighting designer. So you can rebuild your skills. The other factor is the format of the way the events industry is moving. Again, another criticism of a lot of the work that we do is that we fly people all over the world to come to an event, and you're either in the room or you're not. And if you're in the room, it's cost you a load of money, it's days away from your family, it's loads of carbon emissions. But there's a new future, and that's one where some people can be in the room, and some people can still benefit from the event and not be in the room. This is a concept of virtual and hybrid events that we're very hot on. Watch our other videos. Get good at that stuff. Learn all the video conferencing platforms. Learn how to produce and show call for a virtual event. Don't assume you can do a normal event and stream it. Believe me, I know firsthand you can't. Skill up in those areas. So, what does the future look like? I think really positive for those who are prepared to get involved in the new normal, build up their skill base, and use the new space that's being created for us. If you're in the younger generation of event producers, technicians, company owners like I am, now is the time for us to really build our voice and create the kind of future of the industry that we want to create.